our Christmas concert. It was a major band coming into town, and they were going to hold a Christmas concert in the big city. Now, they had asked that their favorite radio station in that town would send a representative of the average listener to the concert, in which they would receive honored treatment, special seating, etc., including a special party that was supposed to be held after the concert. So the radio station promoted it to the max. And along with them, the radio station pitched in a limo to pick up the winner and a guest, plus dining out at a very fancy restaurant downtown. Then the limo would take them to the concert, and they provided 2-day hotel room accommodations for after the party. A big promotion it did happen to be. And when the day came, the winner was announced, and the limo did pick them up at their home, took them to the restaurant for the dinner, then took them to the concert where they were ushered in and seated very close to the bandstand, plus box seating. They were then taken and escorted to the hotel to where the party was to be held, and also where their rooms were booked for. As they entered into the room, they noticed that it was half full. So, being honored guests and no one telling them where to go, they assumed that they were to go to the head of the room, which they did, and they sat down just slightly off to the side of the main table. A short while later, a security guard came in and asked them who they were. After checking the names on his list, he informed them that they were not to be seated in this area, and this was his area of responsibility. They asked where they were to be seated, and he did not know or who to send them to, but they did have to get up in front of all those people, and they went back to the back of the room and sat down at an empty table. A short while later, the band came in, and each of the band members took a separate table, and the guests of those band members were then ushered in and sat down with them. The lead singer took the main table, and an elderly gentleman was seated at his side. The lead singer then acted as MC, then went around and introduced the different people who were at the different tables of the band members. When he came to the drummer, he noticed that there were 2 seats vacant, and he asked the drummer if he knew anything about that. The drummer informed him that these were the people who were the contest winners of the radio promotion, and that they had signed in but had not been seated. Given the names, the lead singer then proceeded to ask if the people were present in the room. They, from the back of the room, raised their hand and were told to come on forward and sit down at their proper location. Then the party proceeded. It turned out that the party was a birthday party for the lead singer's father, who was at his right. Then, as the party progressed on, it went way into the morning. And afterwards, the winners of the radio station promotion were very glad that they had a hotel room right in that hotel. And thus it was so.